your boy Dino, aka DRP here, and welcome back to another video to my channel. And today, guys, yes, I'm gonna go ahead and check out the latest death battle that came out yesterday. But I used the time yesterday to finish off Noragami. So today I'm gonna go ahead and check out the new death battle, being Sora versus Pits, Kingdom Hearts. I'll guess that correctly the last time I watched it. Versus Kid Icarus. Now, I've definitely heard of Kingdom Hearts, where Sora's from, because he did come in a 1 minute melee battle, so maybe that's how I remembered it. However, I have not heard of Pit from Kid Icarus, so, but just because I've heard of Kingdom Hearts doesn't mean I know anything about either. So I do not know anything about either of these characters, so it's going to be pretty interesting to see. I'm just trying to get some dirt off the laptop, man. It's a weird thing on my laptop. Oh god. Yeah, there you go. Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know anything about these characters, so it's going to be once again a blind, going in blind and deciding on who would win with the research. So that'll be interesting to see. I've always liked that kind of thing where I don't know both sides of the characters, and then I go ahead and watch it and then decide it from what I know from the research. But the Screw Attack is known to do the research relatively well. I'm not going to say well all the time, because there's been times where they have degraded characters. So I would say relatively well. So I'm going to look at that research, I'm going to be like, okay, and I'll decide on who would win. So let's not waste any time and let's just get right to it. If you guys want to go ahead and grab something to eat or drink, that's totally fine. You can go ahead and pause the video because it's a 27-minute video. If not, no, wow, I'm talking so much crap right here. It's a 20-minute video. So if you do want to grab something to eat or drink, that's totally fine. I've got a Monster energy drink and I've got some crisps on here. So yeah, let's go ahead and react to this video, guys. So boys, let's put it halfway. Yeah, so let's react to this, guys, in 3, 2, 1, go.
This episode of Death Battle is brought to you by War Robot.
Wow.
This episode of Death Battle is brought to you by War Robots, the tactical 6v6 multiplayer game for iOS, Android, and Fire OS.
The game's like if Wiz's love for science and my love for weapons had a
it's
baby,
fine.
wrapped in rich 3D graphics.
Stop
My favorite part is
Wait, is it working?
Pick up the game and see if you can
It's fine, it's fine, sorry.
Install War Robots now and get a huge starter pack of the Leo Robot. 1 king weapon, 3 mobile
Don't they normally
weapons,
do
100
this
gold and 400
after they've done the research? Or am I wrong? War robots, okay.
If the fate of the universe is at stake, the last person you should trust to save it is a naive teenager with magical weapons they don't understand. But everybody does it anyway.
Like Sora, the Keyblade-wielding savior of Kingdom Hearts.
Okay.
And Pit, the angel warrior from Kid Icarus.
Okay.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
That looks pretty cool, okay. We're gonna watch
Once upon a time, there was a small child full of promise named Sora.
And he lived on the one and only Destiny Island. Sora and his friends Riku and Kairi grew up honing their athletic skills by playing sports with Final Fantasy characters who don't judge Sora's fashion choices. Wait a minute, what the hell are Final Fantasy characters doing there?
A hint of things to come. For the longest time, the residents of Destiny Island lived a peaceful life, but it wasn't long until a soulless embodiment of evil would invade the island. This was the Heartless.
But the arrival of these creepy crawlers wasn't the only surprise. Alongside the darkness came light in the form of a Keyblade, which is the key to fixing everything. Super subtle.
This Keyblade in particular was known as the Kingdom Key, and was drawn to Sora thanks to his pure heart. With the Kingdom Key, Sora had the means to combat the Heartless.
By unlocking doors?
Well, yes, the Keyblade can get past almost any lock out there.
Oh.
But despite not having a long, sharp edge, it's a surprisingly deadly sword.
It's a key, it's a sword, and it's also a wand. Sora can use it to cast all sorts of magic spells like a wizard. He can even shoot a laser beam all the way to the moon.
Wow.
Unfortunately, despite his newfound weapon, the Heartless were overwhelming. The darkness washed over Destiny Island, and just like that, it was gone.
But thanks to cosmic reasons, Sora wound up face to face with Goofy and Donald Duck. Yep, he ended up in the most magical place on Earth, Disney.
If you're confused, don't worry. You are not hallucinating. Somehow, in some way, this impossibility exists. Turns out, while Goofy and Donald have been lovable cartoons for decades, they're also world-hopping warriors.
Oh my god, this is the best thing ever!
From then on, Sora teamed up with his new friends to lock the doors to the Hearts of Worlds, saving them from the Heartless grip.
And he wasn't even old enough to get a driver's license.
While Sora may not have been strong enough to save Destiny Island, he quickly learned an enormous amount of talents perfect for beating back the darkness.
Including some genuine ass-kicking magic, like shooting fireballs, freezing baddies with blizzards, smiting with lightning, and more.
He can reflect projectiles, manipulate time, magnetize objects, and even alter gravity.
He's got a bunch of other magic attacks, but my favorite is Ragnarok. Fires a bunch of homing energy beams.
Oh.
And I guess he's got some magic abilities that don't involve beating monsters up, which I think is pretty lame, but Wiz insists we talk about it.
Thanks to the Kingdom Key sword, he can use spells which remove negative effects, including curing his own wounds. He can also glide like Peter Pan and teleport like Figment.
Wow.
I still don't know if we should call it a sword, but Sora can make it even better with keychains. They can even transform the whole Keyblade into more powerful versions with way more badass names, like Oathkeeper.
With all these abilities, Sora battled the Heartless and took the fight to the man who discovered them, Xehanort. He even defeated Xehanort's Heartless and his nobody.
Oh, that's kind of harsh, Wiz. Why are you calling him a nobody? Definitely somebody.
No, see, a nobody is a somebody without a heart. But a Heartless isn't a somebody or a nobody, though they may have been a somebody filled with anger. Like Scar from The Lion King.
Well, I'm a somebody that's really, really confused.
But to save all worlds, Sora found he had to be insanely strong, fast, and tough.
He's speedy enough to run up a building, and quick enough to dodge magic lightning.
Not just magic lightning, real legitimate lightning from the sky.
Wow.
A feat which could only take mere milliseconds.
Yeah.
Sora put all that speed to good use once by perfectly blocking hundreds of lasers from damn near every angle in just a few seconds. So it's safe to say he's no slouch.
Yeah.
As for his strength, not only has he cut through giant building-like structures with ease, he's launched them as projectiles. Though gravity is in flux here, a building this size normally weighs around 100,000 pounds.
He's held back 2 of Cerberus's heads and went toe-to-toe with Hercules. You know, the demigod who threw a giant rock monster into space.
Although this Titan's shape is too inconsistent to scale, by treating him as a series of cones made of granite, we can estimate his weight as over 1,600 tons.
That's like throwing 200 T-Rexes into the sky.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Herc is really, really strong, and Sora can take a hit from him. No problem.
Honestly, Sora's ability to take a hit might be one of his strongest characteristics. He's survived the jaws of Cerberus, ancient Chinese dragons, being shot by a musket, and, hell, the fires of Hades.
But he isn't without his downfalls. While he's strong in his own right, he relies a lot on his friends. Like, all the goddamn time.
He can't even enter his fancy drive forms, which boost his power and give him an extra Keyblade, without help from Goofy and Donald. So in a broad scope, he's fairly limited on his own.
No big deal, though. Luckily for Sora, most locks only need 1 key.
I'm not sure if that was profound, or just stupid.
You're stupid.
The heart may be weak, and sometimes it may even give in. But I've learned that deep down there's a light that never goes out.
Damn, spoke like a true hero right there. Okay, so he mentioned at the end that Sora relies a lot on his friends, even when he transforms to get an extra blade. So when he's on his own, he's kind of limited in this arsenal, but he's still pretty damn strong. He can take a hit from Hercules. That's something to look out for.
Turn to the distant past, to an age long ago, when gods and man lived together in harmony.
How long ago was this?
25 years ago.
What?
Anyway, the kingdom of Angel Land was ruled by 2 goddesses. Palutena, the goddess of light, and Medusa, the goddess of darkness.
Who pretty much treated everyone like crap by turning people into statues and destroying their crops.
Oh.
Stop my cabbages!
Wow.
But hey, What'd you expect from a being who holds the title Goddess of Darkness? She's just doing her job.
Angered by these misdeeds, Palutena transformed Medusa into an ugly, one-eyed, partial-tongued monster and banished her to the dark underworld.
Damn.
Talk about throwing shade. Long story short, Medusa waged war with Palutena, who summoned the greatest hero Angel Land has ever known. Hit.
My arrows will stop that Apicus Maximus.
No, definitely not that one. This one.
Hang on.
Okay.
Greatest hero ever? More like his mom needs to drop him off at elementary school.
Damn.
Don't let looks fool you. Pitt may seem young, but he is the captain of the Icarus army.
Wow.
Keepers of the peace and personal guards to Lady Palutena herself.
Wait, you're telling me this Cupid-looking kid is the captain of an army?
Yeah.
Well, at least he can fly with those wings. Alright, that's pretty cool.
Actually, he can't.
What? Look, he's flying
Yeah.
right there.
Well, Pitt may have superhuman abilities, but he can't actually fly on his own. Thankfully, Palutena regularly grants him mystic wings, which do allow flight, though they can only exist for up to 5 minutes.
Oh, wow.
After that, they burst into flames, sending Pitt careening to a horrible end.
Damn.
Holy shit. So the captain of an angel army doesn't have his own working angel wings. That's what you're telling me?
Yeah, it's a little strange, but don't try to bring it up. He's
Okay.
a bit touchy on the subject.
Oh, look at this. Divine powers, health recovery, freeze attack, explosive flames, mega laser, Aries armor, reflect barrier, and invisible shots. That's pretty cool.
Anyway,
He can recover
managed
health.
to defeat Medusa, and everyone lived happily ever after. Just kidding, Medusa came back 25 years later, looking better than ever, by the way. And this time, Hades came along to mess things up too.
Oh.
As captain of the Icarus army, Pitt has some extensive training under his belt. How else would all these soldiers save Palutena from a sudden invasion of vegetables?
Right. But what's a soldier without his weapons? Pitt's got a huge arsenal of weaponry.
He is well known for his archery skills and shows it off with his trusty weapon of choice, the Palutena bow.
This bow uses awesome laser arrows that can actually be guided by Pitt. And if his enemies get close, Pitt can split the bow into 2 short
That's
blades
Link,
for
right?
quick, deadly slices. Now that's a practical weapon.
He is highly skilled with several classes of weapons. His arsenal has been imbued with the strength and power of the gods, making humans incapable of wielding them.
These
Damn.
range
Okay.
from orbitars, like floaty shoulder cannons that can also block attacks, to blades, cannons, claws, hammers, staves, clubs, and weaponized tattoos. I wish my tattoo was a weapon. Anyway,
Wow.
all these weapons were forged by Mentos, the god of forge.
Dintos.
Okay.
Dintos, the fresh maker, and the guy who also crafted Pitt's ultimate weapons, the 3 sacred treasures.
Hidden away in 3 sealed caskets, the sacred treasures consist of Angel Land's mightiest weapons,
Okay.
which can only be used by the most heroic and worthy of heroes.
The mirror shield reflects projectiles. The wings of Pegasus give Pitt unrestricted flight and improved speed.
Oh.
And the arrow of light is the ultimate weapon of the gods that can murder basically anything.
The arrow of light is absolutely the deadliest weapon in Pitt's arsenal, and increases in power based on Pitt's own health and strength. And when all 3 treasures come together, Pitt is granted the legendary silver armor.
You tapping into my stash of booze, Wiz? That's not silver, it's gold.
Well, colors are different in heaven, I guess.
Weird. Well, Pitt's learned several abilities throughout his adventures,
Huh.
like healing, dropping mines, and making his arrows invisible. And all of his skills came in handy. Not only did he defeat Medusa, but he's taken on alien pirates, a space kraken, and the god of death, Thanatos.
What?
At one point when Thanatos attacked a village, he launched a large boulder which Pitt obliterated so thoroughly it was completely pulverized in midair.
Wait a minute. How are those Trojan horse Star Wars walkie thingies not tipping over?
Focus, Boomstick. Pulverization is defined as reducing an object to dust, which certainly applies here. To determine the force necessary to do so, we first need the size of that boulder. For that, we'll compare the boulder to those pillars.
Oh, here comes the math. Strap on your pocket protectors, nerd.
Thanatos, when standing near the pit, appears to be about 11 feet 6 inches tall. By comparing his height to the pillars, we've determined them to be 18 feet tall. By comparing that to the boulder, it's clear it has a diameter of 115 inches.
Dang.
To pulverize a stone this large, Pitt's strike must have outputted energy equal to nearly 1,600 pounds of TNT.
Wow.
Damn. little angel kid can dish it out.
Pit's also incredibly quick. He was able to maneuver, react, and fly from the top of these clouds to the lunar sanctum in less than 40 seconds. Despite looking like one, that's no moon. It's a space station, orbiting the Earth at a similar altitude to the International Space Station. The average distance from the ISS to the highest cloud layers is about 242 miles, meaning Pitt must have flown around 21,600 miles per hour.
That's Mach 28. Suck it, Starman.
Not only that, Pitt dodged a laser which covered this distance in a fraction of a second.
Wow.
Most likely moving a little over 90 million miles per hour.
Oh my god, that not moon thing really is the Death Star.
With Pitt's superhuman durability, he's tanked hits from gods and taken falls that would turn any normal man into...
An angel?
Well, a dead man, yes. In his final duel with Hades, the god of the underworld, Pitt took a devastating blow that sent him plummeting at least 2,000 feet. Given Pitt's weight, the impact of that fall would be over 8 tons of force.
Wow.
And he was fine! This Hades guy can cut through giant diamond spires, so a hit from him could be as powerful as nearly 30 tons of TNT.
Of course, while Pitt may be formidable, he's not perfect. He has been tricked into losing fights multiple times, and often relies on assistance from his godly allies.
But this kick-ass angel isn't afraid to charge headfirst into a fight, even with his wings on fire.
Dang.
In the name of the goddess Palatina, defender of all that is good, those who hide in the darkness will be made to face the light.
Okay,
Alright.
one thing that I've realized instantly is that both of these characters rely on their allies. That's the thing I've realized right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about Sora versus Pit. Both of them seem very formidable, despite their appearances. That's one thing for sure. They are very capable of a lot of things. So, Sora, they said Sora can take a hit. His best attribute is the fact that he can take a lot of hits. Like, apparently he took a hit from Hercules, and we know how strong Hercules is, and he was fine. So he was able to go head to head with Hercules. He's someone who's able to tank hits really damn well. And obviously he has the ability to use magic and whatnot, magic and sword attacks and all of those stuff. So yeah, he seems really cool. However, he does rely on his friends a lot. Even when he transforms to get an extra blade, he needs to rely on his allies. And then there's Pit. They really made Pit look like a overwhelming opponent here with all the abilities he had. It's kind of surprising that the wings he has, he can't fly with it. He can only fly for about 5 minutes with that wings. However, when he does, that was a good thing how they spoke about the 3 treasures, those 3 treasures that he gets, and when he does get them, he ends up getting the silver armor. They spoke about the Pegasus wings, I think. I don't know if that was what it was called, where that wings gives him unlimited flight, so that would definitely help him. And there's that weapon, which pretty much is is one of Pit's deadly weapons in his arsenal, kills anything at any cost, no matter who it is. And then the other one where it reflects, barrier, it makes barriers and repel attacks or something like that. So he can also recover health. He can also make his arrows invisible when he shoots. So that will come in a bit difficult for someone like Sora, because he won't be able to see it if it's invisible. Now the thing that I'm thinking about right now is their speed. Now they said that Sora was able to dodge actual lightning, so he needs to pretty much have the speed of lightning in order to dodge those attacks, with lightning speed. And there's Kid Icarus, where they said his speed was at Mach 28, I believe. I believe that's what they said, Mach 28. No, I'm sorry, I don't know whether that's faster than lightning or not. I can't, at the top of my head at least, I can't remember. I don't know. So I'm not sure who is faster. Sora, having to move at lightning speed in order to dodge actual lightning attacks. Just give me a second though, I'll be right back. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. As I was saying, the fact that Sora is able to dodge, real lightning attacks. I don't know. It seems I don't know who would win this. They did make Pit sound a lot more deadly compared to Sora. Like, don't get me wrong, they made Sora sound like someone who can take a lot of hits. I don't know if you ask me who do you think would win, I'm not exactly sure. No, okay, who do you want me to win? I'm not exactly sure. Who do I think would win? I would have to put my money on Kid Icarus. I would have to put my money on Kid Icarus. I have to, yeah. It would probably be Kid Icarus. I'm not sure though, I might be wrong. I don't know who I want to win, but who do I think would win? Kid Icarus, so let's see.
Right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, all this talk
Okay,
about
it's all fine.
spice and vegetables has got me craving some heavenly food.
Okay, of course.
Oh!
Alright, let's go.
Yahoo! Go get 'em, pal!
That's very cool.
So, whose rear am I kicking this time?
Dang.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Dang. Float! Ooh. Invisible?
Take this!
Oh, dang. Fire.
I've seen candles that are scarier than you.
Oh! Oh, dang!
Let's take this to the next level.
I like the animations they've done on this. Dang. Wow. Remember, you can only use the wings for 5 minutes. So we have to remember that. Oh my. Dang. Okay. Sora's getting his ass whooped right now so far. Oh, he can run up the walls, can't he? Come on, Sora. Give some fight back. Uh-oh. I think you dodged it. Yep.
Whoa!
Very cool.
You can teleport? Mind blown. Let's see what you think of this.
Oh yeah, he can teleport, can't he? Yeah, that's true.
Whoa! Oh shit!
Oh, okay. Dang! Okay. Oh! Alright, alright. Nice going, Sora. Oh. Dang. Oh. Ah. That's very cool. Okay. Yeah. He can stop, change gravity and stuff, can't he? Yeah. He can stop gravity. Or change gravity. Very cool, okay. Oh? Is that the silver armor?
Time to end this.
Uh-oh.
You said it.
That is the silver armor. Oh boy. Oh no. What? Oh my, headshots. Headshot.
Attaboy, Sora! KO!
Looks like I was wrong. Hello. Wow, Sora put Pit in his place. Damn.
Ouch! That's one way to fly too close to the Sora, sun. Pit may have had the advantage in flight and experience, but he couldn't beat Sora's strength, toughness, and speed.
Yeah, well, they did say that Sora's best thing about Sora is the fact that he can take hits really damn well. He went up head to head with Hercules. So, okay, yeah, it makes sense that Sora won, but let's see what Screw Attack says.
may have dodged a laser moving 90 million miles per hour,
That-
but Sora's reaction speed was quick enough to dodge natural lightning.
Yeah.
A lightning bolt's return stroke, which constitutes the bright flash, moves at around 220 million miles per hour, over twice as fast as Pit's.
There you
That
go.
combined
Okay.
with his
Fair
teleporting
enough.
and time manipulation powers meant Sora was just too quick for Pit to land very many
Yeah.
hits. Plus, when Sora shot that Keyblade beam to the moon, it took 1 second flat.
That's 1.28 times the speed of light. Much faster than anything Pit's reacted to.
Yeah,
before.
okay.
Of course, Pit did have enough weapons to keep Sora busy. But Sora's impressive and wide-ranging magical arsenal provided multiple counters for pretty much anything Pit threw at him.
True.
Including superior healing techniques.
Hey, remember that building Sora cut through? Slicing it up like Swiss cheese was impressive enough, but this building was completely made of stone from top to bottom, and Sora cut through 7 at once.
These buildings may have been composed of a modest stone like granite, which has a minimum shearing strength of 14 megapascals. In comparison to Sora's height, each building was about 23 feet tall. By measuring Sora's largest slash and the distance cut through all 7 buildings, we can determine Sora's striking energy to equal, at minimum, 78 tons of TNT.
Okay.
That's way more than Pit's boulder pulverizing feat. No wonder this guy beat Herc.
Speaking of which, let's compare some of the strongest beings Sora and Pit have taken hits from. The amount of energy needed for Hercules to throw that rock titan into space had to have been around 24 megatons of TNT, whereas Hades' strikes were equivalent to only 30 tons at best.
Okay, fair
No,
enough.
Fate had never survived anything close to Sora's strongest attacks.
Yeah.
Just by numbers alone, Sora's strength, speed, and durability just outclassed Pit. And the Keyblade by itself had a way more impressive track record than any of Pit's weapons. You might say it was the key to this fight. And when we pit them together, one of them was bound to be a Sora loser.
The winner is Sora.
Okay.
for watching.
Okay.
Check out the exclusive-
Okay, good point. That they have explained there, and it does make sense. When Screw Attack explains why they won, okay, it makes sense. Sora won. He was much faster. Speed of lightning. Duh. I should have thought of it. Yeah, speed of lightning. That's clearly much faster than what Pit's ever reacted to, and wow, 1.28 times the speed of light as well. Yeah. Just in speed alone, Sora's got Pit. So if he's that quick, and the fact that he can teleport, so Pit won't be able to get a hit on him. No matter how strong Pit is, if he can't land that hit on Sora, then there's no point in being that strong. So, okay, it makes sense. So Sora won. Fair play. Who's the next match though?
Some commentary on this episode by clicking the box right over there.
And thanks to McLeod Gaming for letting us use their sprites in this battle. You can check out their latest game and the music used in the battle in the links in the description.
Who's the next fight?
It's getting freaky, creepy. Monster in my closet.
Leon versus Frank. Leon. Oh wow. This death battle is coming out on May 23rd. That's kind of funny because that's when my birthday is. So it's coming out on my birthday. Interesting indeed. So I guess I could do like a birthday stream where I'm reacting to this death battle. That's pretty cool. Yeah, if you guys want to know how old I will be on my birthday, haha, guess you would have to find out. Just give it a guess though in the comment section below. So Leon versus Frank, I don't know who these guys are. But about this death battle, it was good. The reason why I said the reason why I thought Pit might win was because of how they were making him look, like the flight ability, the ability to have that weapon that could kill almost anything, which is why I went with that. But after explaining how Soro's speed is, that was the only one thing I was unsure of. So yeah, if Soro's that fast, then yeah, I guess he's got him outclassed in pretty much every single category. The fact that he can take hits really well against Hercules as well, so yeah, it makes sense. So, but otherwise, I enjoyed the death battle really well. It's one of the best things about this is when I react to death battles, I actually try to determine who would win. But if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, and I still enjoy it, and it still makes sense when I listen to them afterwards. So that's the best thing about death battle when I don't know any of the characters. So on that note, I'll end the video right here though, guys. So thank you guys for watching my reaction to Sora vs Pit death battle today. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you guys enjoyed today's video, then smash that like button, comment and share, do all those good things here to see more content of me doing more more Death Battle reactions in the future. However, if you guys are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button and join the DRP guild today, so you won't miss a single video from my channel, guys, whether it's gaming videos, whether it's reaction videos, or whether it's live streams. So as always, guys, this is your boy Dino signing out, and have a nice day, stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. So until then, peace.